Scene script. Have you ever wondered how the power of your mind can shape your reality? Imagine being able to create a future that is exactly how you want it to be. Sounds like magic, right? Well, it's not. It's a process called visualization, a potent tool that allows you to use your mind to create a reality that matches your dreams and aspirations. Visualization is simply the practice of creating mental images or scenarios in your mind's eye. It's a technique that has been used by successful people throughout history, from athletes and musicians to entrepreneurs and inventors. They all understand the power of visualization and how it can help them achieve their goals. But how does visualization work? It's all about the science of the brain. Our brains are incredibly complex, capable of processing vast amounts of information every second. When we visualize, we're essentially training our brains to recognize what we want to achieve. You see, the brain doesn't distinguish between a real-life experience and a vividly imagined one. When you visualize, you're creating a mental blueprint for your brain to follow. And the more detailed this blueprint is, the more likely it is that your brain will work towards making it a reality. Think of it like this. If you were to build a house, you wouldn't start without a plan, would you? The same applies to your life and your goals. Visualization is your blueprint, your plan, your guide to creating the reality you want. And the beauty of it is, it's not limited to just big goals or dreams. You can visualize anything from the simplest daily tasks to the most complex life goals. The key is to make it as real as possible in your mind, to feel the emotions, to hear the sounds, to see the details. So why not give it a try? Start visualizing your dreams, your goals, your ideal reality. And remember, the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. The power of visualization is in your hands, ready to be harnessed to shape your reality. That's the power of visualization, a tool that can turn your thoughts into tangible realities. So, how does one tap into this incredible mind power? A great question, and it all begins with the basics of visualization. Think of visualization as a mental rehearsal. You're creating an experience in your mind's eye, as if it were actually happening. You see, our brains are wonderful and complex organs, and they often have difficulty distinguishing between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. That's where the power of visualization comes into play. The first essential element of visualization is clarity. When you imagine your desired outcome, you need to be as specific as possible. For instance, if you're visualizing yourself giving a successful presentation, don't just see yourself standing in front of a nondescript crowd. Imagine the room you're in, the people you're speaking to, the clothes you're wearing, the slides on the screen. The more detailed your mental image, the more real it feels, and the more powerful your visualization becomes. Next, we need to talk about the senses. Visualization isn't just about what you see, it's about what you hear, what you feel, what you smell, and even what you taste. So, when you're imagining that successful presentation, don't just see it. Hear the sound of your voice, feel the clicker in your hand, smell the scent of the room, taste the sip of water you take midway. By engaging all your senses, you make your mental image as vivid as possible, and that's when the magic happens. So, let's recap. Visualization is like a mental rehearsal, and to make it work, you need to be clear, specific, and sensory. You need to create a mental image so detailed and so vivid that your brain believes it's real. And when your brain believes it's real, it starts working to make it a reality. That's the power of visualization. The more vivid your mental image, the more potent your visualization. So take some time to practice these basics, and before you know it, you'll be turning your dreams into reality. Now that you understand the basics, it's time to dive into the process of visualization. First off, we need to set the stage for successful visualization. This means finding a quiet and comfortable place where you can focus without interruption. This could be anywhere from your favorite cozy nook at home to a peaceful spot in a local park. The important thing is that it's a place where you feel at ease and can let your mind wander freely. Next, it's time to relax. Begin by taking deep, calming breaths and consciously releasing any tension in your body. Imagine the tension melting away from your forehead, your shoulders, your hands, all the way down to your toes. Now it's time to clear your mind. Let go of any worries, fears, or distracting thoughts. Visualize them as clouds drifting away from the bright blue sky of your mind. Now that you're relaxed and your mind is clear, it's time to create your visualization. Start by focusing on a specific goal or desire. This could be anything from landing your dream job to mastering a new skill. The key is to be as specific as possible. Instead of visualizing a new car, for example, imagine the make, model, and color of the car. Picture yourself behind the wheel, feel the leather seats, hear the purr of the engine. Once you've crafted your mental image, it's time to add emotions to it. This is where the magic of visualization truly happens. You should feel the joy, pride, or satisfaction you would experience if your goal were already achieved. Feel these emotions as intensely as you can. The more real they feel, the more powerful your visualization will be. Lastly, believe in your visualization. This might be the hardest part, but it's also the most crucial. You must believe that what you're visualizing is not only possible, but that it's already on its way to you. This belief is what turns your mental images into reality. As you go through these steps, remember that practice makes perfect. At first, visualizing might feel strange or difficult, but the more you do it, the easier and more natural it will become. Also, don't be discouraged if your goals don't manifest immediately. Visualization is a powerful tool, but it's not magic. It works in tandem with action, patience, and perseverance. So there you have it, a step-by-step guide to visualization. Find a quiet place, relax, clear your mind, create a specific and detailed mental image, add emotions, believe in your visualization, and be patient. Remember, the key to successful visualization is belief and consistency. Even with the best intentions, mistakes can happen. Here are some common pitfalls to avoid when visualizing. Firstly, a common mistake is being too vague. When you visualize, it's not enough to say, "I want to be successful." You need to get specific. What does success look like to you? Is it a promotion at work, a dream home, a healthy body? The more specific you are, the more powerful your visualization becomes. Secondly, many people forget to invoke emotions. Visualization isn't just about seeing, it's also about feeling. Let's say you're visualizing running a marathon. Don't just see yourself crossing the finish line, feel the sweat on your skin, the ache in your muscles, the joy of accomplishment. Emotion is the fuel that drives visualization. Lastly, there's the issue of consistency. Visualization isn't a one-and-done deal, it's a practice that you need to incorporate into your daily life. Think of it like working out. You can't hit the gym once and expect to see results. You need to put in the time and effort consistently. To avoid these mistakes, get specific with your goals, incorporate emotion into your visualization, and make it a regular part of your routine. Avoid these mistakes and you'll be well on your way to successful visualization. So, what can you expect when you harness the power of visualization? Well, let's dive right in. The potential outcomes of effective visualization are as expansive as your imagination. It can be a catalyst, propelling you towards the realization of your personal goals, whether they're related to health, career, relationships, or personal development. Imagine running a marathon. Through visualization, you can see yourself crossing the finish line, feel the elation, the sweat on your brow, the cheer of the crowd. This mental rehearsal primes your body and mind to achieve that goal. But it's not just about personal goals. Visualization can enhance performance in various areas of life. For instance, it's used extensively in sports psychology. Athletes visualize their performance in minute detail, from the starting whistle to the final point. This mental practice helps them perform better when the actual event comes around. And it's not just theory. There are countless success stories of people who have used visualization effectively. Consider the story of Jim Carrey, who wrote himself a $10 million check for acting services rendered, dated it for 5 years in the future, and kept it in his wallet. 5 years later he received a movie role paying him, you guessed it, $10 million. The power to shape your reality lies within you. Unlock it with visualization. Visualization is a mental tool, not a magic trick. It requires practice, consistency, and belief. But with these you can tap into the incredible power of your mind and shape your reality.